All right, about to head into this gym to get a good workout in. Today is pretty eventful day. I have a lot of back-to-back meetings today, so I'll keep you in the loop. I'll let you know. I'll bring you into one or two of them if it makes sense. With that said, let me go hit this workout. One of the main things I try to work on while I'm here at the gym is mobility and flexibility. Because as you're going up there in age, those are the two things that go first. Your ability to move, to be mobile, and your flexibility. So I try to do exercises, especially in the beginning part of my exercise routine is mobility training. So I'm at the end of my mobility training right now, but I do that first. And then right after that, I do the some type of strength training. So I love to use the kettlebells. That's what I do for that. But back to the point, mobility and flexibility are the two things that I focus on. My buddy here, Peter, who's 86 years old or something like that, he was telling me, he goes, the things you got to focus on is mobility, flexibility, your core, your strength, and then your ability to balance, being able to balance. And that's what keeps him going. So I just use his advice and his insight as someone who's 86 and still here and still active. So I really took that wisdom to heart, and I apply it because he's about 40 plus years out from me right now, which is crazy to think about. So we are halfway through the year. It's crazy that it's already July, and over the last couple of days, I've been spending a lot of time just reflecting on what I've done in the first half of the year, and the progress, the amount of progress that I made in the short amount of time was, for me, incredible. Like the combination of starting this vlog, really getting myself organized and to acquire companies, and being AI enabled. Those three things right there, in terms of, now this is business, in terms of business, have accelerated, the things that I'm doing now. I would not have been able to do 5 years ago, and I always repeat that because it's so true. But one of the things that I'm really focused on now, it's great to have activity. I've had a lot of activity, even in my fitness journey. But I'm going to speak specifically for business. I've had a lot of activity. Now it's like, okay, I have a foundation of activity that I've done. How do I now really hone in and focus to get the outcomes and the results that I am desiring out of the activities? So that's what I've been spending a lot of time, reflecting. I'm out here right now at Starbucks reflecting on that right now before I head into the office, because it's not enough just to do, and I talked about this last episode, it's not enough just to do activities. You got to do the right activity. So I'm just looking at all the activities that I've done. I'm grateful that I've documented it, so I can go back and watch the tapes, go back and watch and listen to the things that I've said that I was going to do, and assess, did I do it, or did I not do it? So I challenge you as well. And tomorrow's Independence Day, and if you're following this vlog, you're fighting for some form of independence. I think we all are. Some people are happy where they're at, and that's okay. I'm not knocking that. But there's, a few people that desire independence in every aspect of their life. Independence and a freedom to express themselves at the highest possibility before they, leave this earth. So let me know in the comments, how was the first half of the year? I would love to hear from you.
But it's been about 4 months already. They're fucking around. And now finally, next Thursday, I think it is, the final woman is supposed to visit.
Yeah.
And set up what I get.
What you get, yeah.
But she says, it could be 2 days a week, or, hey, wait a minute, that's not what they said.
Oh, yeah, wow.
No, because no shit. It takes me a half an hour
Yeah.
to get there.
To get dressed, yeah.
I mean, it takes me a long
Wow.
time.
And they don't provide any help for that? Not at all.
So,
Oh, wow.
the thing I used to belong to was called Senior Life.
Yeah.
You've probably seen it. Right?
Yes. Oh, yeah, you see the vans, yeah.
Horrible service.
Oh, wow.
You know, you call up for somebody,
Yeah.
they say you have reached 449-331. They never call you back.
They never call you back?
No.
Oh, my goodness.
They don't tell you who it is.
You would think they would have better care for seniors.
I am a fucking senior.
That's what I'm saying, but you would think they would be better, you know.
I know. Oh, God.
Yeah, that's crazy. None of this is scripted. I don't know how my day's gonna go. But earlier in this episode, I was speaking about my other 80-plus-year-old buddy, Peter, and how he was sharing with me about my mobility, my flexibility, and balance as I get up in age, and how to continue to work out. You just witnessed a conversation with my other 80-plus-year-old buddy. His name is Tom, who's in a different situation, and he's telling me about some of the issues that he's facing in his older age and the care that he's not getting. And it's just like I sit here and I just take this in as a sign of sorts, just to let me know that I'm on the right, to stay on the track that I'm on. Because there's a lot that once you get up in age like that, like, you can't really work. And then, based off the decisions that you made maybe decades earlier, it's going to really see how you're going to end up. So it puts things in perspective for me in ways that, it's one thing, to read about it, but when you're like having like these real life examples that show up in your life, and I just want to share that with you so you see what I'm talking about. Apparently, I was supposed to capture that moment with him, and he was telling me that he had a near-death experience this morning. So you just don't know. That's what I'm saying. You just don't know. I've actually, maybe like 5 years ago, if you scroll into my my videos, maybe about 4 or 5 years ago, I captured something with Tom. It was just me and him in Starbucks talking. So we've been cool for a while, but it just puts things in perspective. At the beginning of the year, I created this what I call the morning formula.
I didn't get it.
Can't really see it. The morning formula, identity reprogramming. And what I would do, I would read this every single morning and night. So this is 4 goals of 2024, 4 outcomes in 2024, my character, daily habits, affirmations, goal accomplishments, my 10-year goal in the next decade, my 3-year goal, 6-month goal, and then just other things. And also here, 7 questions to ask yourself daily. But to be honest with you, I got away from it. And this was the very thing that jump-started my momentum this year, was really like staying focused on what it is that I was moving towards, or what was pulling me, I should say. So I pulled this back up as we're at the midway point, just to remind myself on what it is that I was, my goals basically. So with that said, if you want to learn more about this morning formula, put it in the comments. Happy to share that process with you. So I just got off of a phone call with probably the ideal situation as I'm doing this research. If you've been following along, you know that I'm reaching out to small businesses ran by a baby boomer, 65 and older, and potentially looking to sell their business or transitioning on, pass the torch. So today I had a really interesting call with a young gentleman who is doing just that. He's working with a business owner for the last 5 years. He helped him build a business, and now he's in talks with taking over the business within the next 6 the 12 months. So he's learned, basically what he did was he shadowed this business owner for 5 years while helping him build the business, filling in some of the gaps that he had business wise, and then earned the right to begin to talk about how he can take over the business and hold it. He was talking about holding it. I was asking him, if he acquires it, would he look to sell maybe 7-10 years out? And he was like, no, he's looking to hold it. So that is just another data point that I put on the map that's really showing this activity that's happening from like a groundswell position, a groundswell position. And in the mainstream media, it's a story of like, this $72 trillion, but just to hear it again, just to hear it for myself, to see it for myself, that this activity is happening, again, it just gives me more assurance that, on where to pick my spots at with this. So wanted to just, share that with you as I'm eating my tuna. It's been a while since we had a tuna talk, so wanted to have one with you. Since I've been in this research mode, and just my day has changed dramatically. So I spend a lot more time just making calls. A lot of the efforts are cold outreach. So, I'm spending more time, in a room locked by myself with not much human contact. So that changed the nature of my days just a little bit. So hopefully, as soon as I reach my goal with the amount of people I want to talk to, it won't be like this as much, but that's how it is right now. So I'm about to get out of this room. I'm in this conference room here. I'm going to go upstairs where there's some sunlight because there's no sunlight here. So this reminds me of my telemarketing days 20 years ago in the boiler room, dialing for dollars. But it's fun. It's gonna achieve the purpose that I needed to achieve, because I need these data sets for the work that I'm doing. I need the data sets to build a case. So with that said, I'm going upstairs to get in sunlight. I might even take a walk, actually. If you made it this far in the video, really appreciate it. Don't take it lightly. If there's anything in this video episode that resonates, please let me know. I'll be hanging out in the comments for a little bit. With that said, peace.